Good day traders, hope you're all fine. Welcome to a new YouTube video on our channel, which is a full breakdown analysis of all the pairs that are shared today on TradingView. So let's have a look. As shared with you today, USDCAD, GBPJPY, GBPUSD, Eur Usd, and of course the DXY. Plus in addition, I want to cover up gold as always, because I know you all love gold. Also me, I love gold. It's a very nice pair to trade. But yeah, we need to understand it is very aggressive. But if we are going to find some trading opportunities, then of course we're going to do that. Now guys, let's get started with the DXY. So this was the analysis that I was posting today on TradingView. And just a quick reminder, we're pushing from this monthly resistance over here, where we also have a monthly supply zone. So this level was a returning point in the market, as you can see, and it brought the DXY massively to the downside, and we were in this triangle pattern over here. Then price broke out in this corrective pattern, then again broke out, and then I told you guys that the DXY is going to be bullish. And why? Because it was in this falling wedge over here, as you can see. So we were in this falling wedge, and a lot of traders thought about, yes, we're still in the downtrend because the market gives you lower lows and lower highs, and these are actually structure points of a downtrend. But this was simply just a manipulative movement, because if we look on the weekly, guys, we got impulsive, impulsive, corrective, impulsive, corrective, impulsive. But at that specific point over here, we did not get any corrective moves. So this was the missing piece of this downtrend structure. This was then for me a sign of deceleration in this phase, which is meaning that the smart money traders are closing their positions, and they are doing this always in a way like this. So they are going to close their trades when it is in a downtrend. They are going to close them in an falling wedge, okay? But we want to see a rising wedge in order to see the continuation of the downtrend. So this was simply a manipulative movements, but I already made a very detailed video on YouTube, so please check it out. So this is our YouTube channel over here, and it is this one over here, how stop hunting works, because it was simply stop hunting movements by smart money traders. And also yesterday I was sharing with you something important about correlation, and this is also one of the main reasons why all the cryptos, they all had a big sell-off, and also gold. And this is what I want also to talk about in this video, but this is why I always start my analysis with the DXY, because this is so super important to know the overall direction of the DXY. And on the DXY, we can see that it is going to move a little bit more to the upside. So we are right now at this daily resistance, which is also 4-hour resistance. And we got a big bullish candle over here. The next one should retested it and continue to move to the upside, okay? So this is what I do expect it at this level over here, at this daily supply zone, where we also have weekly resistance. I do expect that we're going to continue with the downtrend. Now let's have a look on gold. Gold, this was the analysis that I was sharing with you yesterday about gold. I will also post an update on TradingView today, and it is this one over here. We were in this triangle pattern, and here we got a nice demand area. And this demand area is now a swap zone because price broke through it, retested it, gave us a nice price action confirmation, and then boom. So this is what we can see over here, okay? This was again corrective movements to the upside, okay? Then we broke out of this trend line, retested it, and boom, smashing to the downside. And this is what I want to see on gold. And now I actually see my target on gold till this daily demand over here. Okay, this daily demand. Here we also got daily support, of course. This is actually the level that I want to see on gold to be reached. Because, I told you that we actually had two possibilities. So let's have a look on TradingView again. Where is gold? Yes. So I told you about two possibilities. So the first one would have been move to the upside, retest of the triangle, then continue to move till this resistance or even higher. Or the second one would have been that we're going to test first the daily structure, then get a retest at this triangle and then continue to drop down. And I also told you that my thoughts are actually that I see it short. So from my point of view, I see the bearish scenario is the most possible one. So I told you already in the TradingView post, because yeah, the movements are from the upside to the downside. So this is typically a continuation pattern. So as we can see over here, the triangle looks like that because the movement is coming from the upside to the downside, and then it gets stuck in this triangle pattern over here. So this is why it is so super important to draw this triangle correctly, because I've seen a lot of people drawing the triangle like this, which is simply not correct. Because if you would have drawn it like that, then the bullish scenario would have been the most probability one. But since that, but because it came from the upside to the downside, the bearish scenario was the one that was more expected. Okay, so this is why I also already wrote it in the TradingView. And right now what we can see is, yeah, we broke through this demand zone, we retested it, and then we can now actually expect that the price is going to move till this daily demand zone. And then afterwards, guys, I do expect that we're going to get a massive move to the upside. And now, quick explanation from a monthly chart. The thing is that gold is very impulsive, okay? As you can see, very impulsive. And we want to see some correction. Now, from a weekly, we already got that correction, okay? So if we're going to take our fib level from here, we already retraced to the 0.382 and to the 0.5. And we went step by step, meaning that we first retraced to the 0.5. This was the first level. Then we went up to 0.382. Then afterwards, actually, you would have expected from a weekly perspective that we're going to move higher. But the thing was, what we've seen on the DXY was that we have seen the DXY bullish. So therefore, we could have also expected that the gold is going to drop to the downside. So very, very simple for me. This is why I got more confirmation for a bearish scenario than for a bullish scenario. And I also like the structure, as you can see from a weekly perspective, now better for a potential bull movement. So now let's draw again the daily demand and the daily support. So this one over here. And now let's have a look on the weekly. So I do expect that we're going to create again that specific corrective pattern over here, okay? Because this will be the best for us. Because if price is going to move now to the downside, then corrective pattern is going to be completed, and then we can expect, boom, the next impulsive move to the upside. Of course, first take profit would have been also here at this resistance, because yeah, maybe gold is going to reverse. This is also a possibility that we're going to get a double top, and then gold is going to fall down. But actually, I do expect that we're going to continue even higher, because we need to understand the fundamentals that, yeah, Corona is still here, still bad impact on the economy. Still, a lot of people are getting fear and they're going to invest a lot of money in gold. Okay, so this is actually my analysis for gold. So I do expect a drop to the downside. Right now, yeah, this should be your target over here, this support area over here, and then simply monitor price action if we're going to achieve this level for a potential nice buy opportunity, okay? Now let's switch to the Eur Usd. Yeah, this was the analysis that I was sharing with you today on TradingView. Very simple. We got to the daily support structure and I wanted to see a break. We broke the 4-hour support. We retested it and we're moving now to the downside. Actually, I do expect right now that we're going to go for this scenario, that we're going to get from this level now instant push to the downside. I do not see it pushing one more time to the upside, actually, because it is very important to see how the 4-hour candle will close. So in 2 hours, if it will close like this, then definitely we will not see any retracement to the upside. Maybe we're going to make a 50% retracement of the 4-hour candle, but that's all what I want to see. Let's have a look on the 1 hour. Yes, also on the 1 hour it looks pretty good. Maybe we're going to see this movement like this, and then we're going to continue to drop down. These are the only possibilities that I see on Eur Usd. But also on Eur Usd, guys, you can see corrective pattern, and then we're going to expect a continuation to the upside. Look at the weekly. We got impulsive, corrective, impulsive. Like on the DXY, we got a deceleration phase over here. So smart money traders were closing their long positions, and yeah, they're going to add them if we're going to reach this daily demand. And we're going to continue with the trend, because from a monthly chart, what we got is W formation over here. So here we got the W formation, and after W formation you expect a retracement. This is what it is doing right now. Then this monthly candle will close bearish, which is pretty good for us, because we've seen it on the monthly chart retracement. And then afterwards we're going to expect the next impulsive move to the upside, which will bring us till this monthly resistance or even higher, because my extended TP is still over here, because I see here a major W formation, plus we got you the trend line break, so break of this trend channel, and we're going to create a new uptrend channel. But I already told you this in the past YouTube videos. Okay, now let's switch to GBPUSD. On GBPUSD, guys, just a quick reminder, I'm going to look for a clean chart for you. On GBPUSD, the situation is this one. If we look on a monthly, we got you massively rejecting from this level. Okay, so first, second, and third time. Now, we hit a major weekly resistance over here. This was the returning point for the market, and we got a big retracement to the downside. Plus, in addition, like on the DXY, if the DXY is going to move to the upside, then GBPUSD is going to drop down. This was my addition confirmation for shorts on GBPUSD. Now, what we can see else is a W formation over here. Now, after W formation, we expect an retest of the neckline area. So this is the pattern, and we want to see this movement. Okay, we want to see this retracement, and we want to add our positions at the neckline area. Now, this neckline area is actually here at this weekly demand, so we still got room to the downside. Now, from a weekly perspective, what we can see else is impulsive, correction, impulsive. Okay, this impulsive corrective pattern we can see over and over and over again. And this is very good that we got this weekly bullish candle, because it also tested weekly structure, grabbed more liquidity for this nice movement to the downside. So we can definitely expect this to happen. Now let's have a look on a daily. On the daily, we got a daily structure level plus daily supply zone, then price retraced, and now boom, dropping to the downside. Now the only thing what we got right now is support, then also here corrective pattern. So impulsive, corrective. Now again, the next impulsive is expected. Maybe we're going to get a little bit of retrace to the upside, which is not a problem for us. Boom. But this daily candle will close bearish. This is what I do expect from impulsive, correction, impulsive pattern. Now let's have a look on the chart that I was sharing with you on TradingView. Exactly. I told you a potential move to the upside, because we got here an 4-hour support resistance and supply zone at the same spot. Therefore, we may see one last push to the upside before we're going to continue to drop to the downside. But I actually do not expect that as well. So I'm going to go for this scenario right now. Now, what else do we got? GBPJPY. Yeah, pretty simple. Very pretty simple. I'm going to show you again a clean chart for GBPJPY. Okay, if we got a look on the monthly, what we got? First place, support, like on GU, rejecting 3 times. Then we got trend line over here. Then we got supply zone over here. And this was the thing why GBPJPY dropped massively to the downside. But now we also got here very important demand area. Now the thing is, from a monthly chart perspective, we can't expect that we're going to move to the upside. But from the other time frames, we still got room to the downside. From a weekly, we want to see that the price is going to achieve this level, this weekly demand over here, because we already passed this weekly demand right now. So maybe we're going to make a fake out, we don't know, but we still got here the second level. And if we got 2 weekly levels, so I want to clean that for you to see it even better. So we got here 2 weekly demand areas. If you got 2 demand areas right behind, then most of the times the second one works better, because you need to understand the banks like to take cheap price, okay? So they don't want to take the more expensive ones. So for them, taking longs at this level is not as profitable as taking them at this level, okay? So this is why those levels here are working best most of the times. The only thing is, maybe they are going to get their liquidity here filled. So maybe a lot of traders are going to enter over here, but most of the times a lot of traders are going to take this range over here, and therefore the smart money traders, they want to manipulate you as always, okay? So they are going to make movements at this demand area to the upside in order to trap you. Okay, we're going to move to the upside, and you're going to take buy orders, and then they're going to massively push it again for a next sell-off, and then they're going to take off, okay? So this is how this pattern over here works. So better always use this level, or you can split your trade in adding first position at this level and adding the second position at this level, and just use a large stop loss, okay? This is also a possibility that you can use. Now this is what we got from a weekly, and from a daily, this is what I was sharing you over here, is also we got this trend channel, very important to understand. We got this trend channel where we broke through it, so you can see we broke through, we were retesting it, and then boom, we dropped down. And then I was waiting for this daily candle to see some bullish momentum. So if we would have get a nice price action call for bullish scenario, then I would have taken a long on GBPJPY, but we did not get that, so we got only a big bearish candle, and then price is now continuing to fall down. So I want to see price dropping till this daily demand before I'm going to expect and push to the upside. And then I'm going to make a new analysis for you, because then the future of GBPJPY is going to be very, very, very interesting. Okay, then next chart for today is USDCAD. Exactly. Now this is a very, very simplistic chart. Let's have a look on the monthly. On the monthly, guys, we got here this monthly support. Then we got weekly support resistance over here. Okay. Also weekly supply zone. And right now, what we can see is that the price actually gave us this this impulsive move to the downside, corrective to the upside, impulsive to the downside, and now again we got a corrective pattern to the upside. And you can easily see the same thing on the DXY, because USDCAD is moving most of the times exactly like the DXY. Okay, so let's have a look. You got here this triangle pattern, and then impulsive, corrective, impulsive, corrective. Let's have a look on the DXY. Same thing. Triangle, impulsive, corrective, impulsive, corrective. Okay, so this is also how I'm using the USDCAD for my analysis. Okay, so pretty simple, not difficult to use it. And yeah, this is what I do expect right now, is that we're going to move till this weekly support resistance, and then the corrective pattern on USDCAD is over, and then I expect that we're going to get a big drop on USDCAD like on the DXY. So I actually expect to break this monthly support, and that we're going to move even lower. Okay, so this will be a nice target over here, and then I'm going to make a new update, of course, but just for you to understand what my idea on USDCAD is actually. So guys, I think that we are done. USDCAD, GBPJPY, GBPUSD, DXY, Eur Usd. Yes, maybe just a quick update for my cryptos that I like. Yeah, Ripple, you all know Ripple is the best. This analysis I was also sharing with you yesterday. So let's have a look first from a weekly perspective. From a weekly perspective, we got here this W formation. Then I expected a retracement in order to grab more liquidity from the neckline, because this is how this pattern actually works. And for me, very interesting is how this weekly candle is going to be developed, because actually from a daily, what we can see also is this movement here. This is simply a corrective pattern, okay? Because we got your big impulsive to the upside, and now you got your correction. And yeah, also it looked like a double top, retest, boom, drop to the downside, then again moving into the supply zone, again the next drop, and this movement here is the last one. Okay, now for me very interesting is how the daily candle will develop, because maybe what I do expect is that we're going to get one last push to the downside into 22 cents, okay, something like this. And then I expect that this daily candle will close like a pin bar, or yeah, something like this with a big wick. And then afterwards I expect that Ripple is going to explode to the upside, like I told you in the last video analysis. So I expect that Ripple is going to get an impulsive move from here till $1, okay, in this range. So the first movement will achieve this level over here at 50 cents, and then I expect maybe a little of a retracement, and then boom, smashing into this block over here. And on Bitcoin, actually I see an even deeper retracement, because this gap over here is not completely filled. So I made a video yesterday where I told you, yeah, we already filled it, but actually I think that we did not fill it completely. So I'm not 100% sure of that, because this is the gap that I'm talking about. Actually we tapped in, but we did not get any candle close in this gap. This is the only thing which makes me a little bit a little bit confusing about the future on Bitcoin over here. So if we're going to get one last tap into this area. Now, if we gotta look on the analysis, we can still expect that this is going to come true, so that we're going to retrace from this daily demand. This is actually what I do expect, because it looks pretty nice. We got rejection on the daily candle. The 4 hours looks good. It looks right now like an accumulation phase. Maybe we're going to make some fake outs, so to hunt more stop loss. But then I actually expect that we're going to move to the upside. But let's have a look on another chart. The thing is, only thing is that on Bitcoin we are in this triangle, okay? We're in this triangle, and maybe we're going to tap one last time, okay, to grab more liquidity. So maybe we're going to see one more sell-off. So for me, actually, it looks like this triangle. So for me, we already retested this trend line, okay, because this is this major triangle pattern over here, and for me it looks pretty good that we're not going to make a deeper retracement. So for me, this scenario here is the most possible. This one is for me the most possible scenario, yes. But we can still see one less sell-off because of the DXY strength. Because also, like I told you in the correlation video, Bitcoin is correlated with the DXY, and I see it moving more to the upside. Therefore, we can also see Bitcoin dropping more to the downside, okay? But I'm not 100% sure, because we got here so many patterns on Bitcoin. We can also identify here an inverted head and shoulders. Okay, this one over here. Maybe I'm going to make here this. Okay, we can see here left shoulder, head, right shoulders, neckline, retest, boom. Okay, so it looks pretty good for me that we're going to get the next big buy on Bitcoin right now. But maybe we're going to see one more sell-off, and then that's it. Then that's it. Then we're going to see massive push to the upside, like I told you, first to the ultimate high, and then a little bit retracement. Okay, so impulsive, corrective, and the next impulsive will bring us to 30k. Okay guys, actually that's it. That's my weekly outlook for you. So the explanations on all this trading setups that I was sharing with you today on TradingView. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Please, write down in the comment section if you have any questions. And if you want to support me, please leave a like. And we're going to see you the next time, guys, with a new video here on YouTube. Bye bye.